Deep in the heart of a dense forest, there stands a structure that whispers secrets to those who dare to listen. Once a place of beauty and life, now it is cloaked in shadows and vines, an abandoned conservatory forgotten by time. Imagine stepping inside, your footsteps echoing against glass walls that have witnessed countless seasons come and go. But as you move deeper into its overgrown halls, you feel it, a cold presence, almost as if the air itself holds stories too dark to be spoken aloud. What happened here? Why did this sanctuary of nature and artistry fall silent? The answers lie hidden among the remnants of what was once a thriving garden, where each crack in the glass and every tangle of roots seems to guard secrets long buried. Stay with us and we'll unravel the mysteries of these forsaken places, exploring the tales of lost owners, supernatural guardians, and the eerie echoes of history trapped within their fragile walls. Keep watching, because sometimes the most haunting truths are found in the quietest corners of our world. Let's journey back in time to uncover the fascinating history of conservatories. These glass-walled havens were not always shrouded in mystery and decay. They began as symbols of wealth, innovation, and humanity's connection to nature. In the 18th century, conservatories emerged as extensions of grand estates, designed to house exotic plants brought back from far-off lands during the age of exploration. Wealthy families sought to display their status through these architectural marvels, which combined science, artistry, and horticulture under one roof. Initially, conservatories served practical purposes. They allowed delicate plants to thrive in climates that would otherwise be inhospitable, showcasing orchids, ferns, and other rare species collected by intrepid botanists. Over time, however, their role expanded beyond mere plant preservation. Architects began designing them as breathtaking structures meant to impress visitors with their scale and beauty. Crystal Palace in London, for example, became an iconic symbol of Victorian engineering prowess when it was constructed for the Great Exhibition of 1851. But how did such magnificent creations become forgotten relics? As societal priorities shifted, many owners found maintaining these sprawling glasshouses too costly or labor-intensive. With changing economic conditions and shifting tastes, some conservatories fell into disrepair while others were simply abandoned. What remains today are haunting reminders of a bygone era, a blend of elegance and neglect, where nature slowly reclaims what humans once cherished. Understanding this evolution helps explain why certain conservatories now stand silent amidst tangled vines and broken panes. Their stories reflect not only the ambitions of those who built them, but also the impermanence of human endeavors. Next, we'll delve deeper into the legends surrounding these mysterious places, exploring whispers carried within their fragile walls, whispers in the glass walls, as we step further into the shadowy world of abandoned conservatories. Let's uncover the spine-tingling legends that have taken root within their fragile walls. Stories abound of unexplained phenomena, footsteps echoing through empty halls, faint whispers carried on cold drafts, and doors creaking open as if by an invisible hand. These tales are not mere figments of imagination, but often rooted in accounts from those who dared to explore these haunting spaces. Take, for instance, the tale of the Blackmore Conservatory, a once grand structure nestled deep within England's countryside. Local lore tells of a young gardener who vanished without a trace in the early 20th century. Since then, visitors claim to hear soft murmurs near the ruins, particularly around twilight. Some say it is the voice of the lost gardener calling out for help, while others believe it may be something far more sinister, a lingering energy trapped within the glass confines. But what could explain such occurrences? One theory points to the unique acoustics of conservatories. Their vast expanses of glass and metal can amplify even the slightest sound, creating eerie echoes that seem otherworldly. Another possibility lies in environmental factors. Temperature fluctuations or wind patterns might cause structural movements, producing noises that startle unsuspecting explorers. Yet, despite these logical explanations, many remain convinced there is more at play, a supernatural force tied to the history of these places. Consider also the story of Rosewood Manor's Conservatory in upstate New York. Here, witnesses report hearing distinct sounds of laughter and singing late at night, reminiscent of a long-forgotten party held decades ago. Could this be a remnant of its vibrant past, where guests danced among exotic blooms under the glow of chandeliers? Or perhaps, as some suggest, it reflects deeper truths about the lingering presence of former inhabitants whose lives were cut tragically short. Each legend adds another layer to the mystery surrounding these forgotten structures. Whether rooted in science or steeped in folklore, one thing remains certain: the glass walls of abandoned conservatories hold secrets that continue to captivate and terrify those brave enough to listen. Next, we'll venture into the lush gardens that once surrounded these architectural marvels, now reclaimed by nature itself. The forgotten garden, as we step beyond the glass confines of these abandoned conservatories. Let us now turn our gaze to the gardens that once flourished around them, a world where vibrant life and natural splendor intertwined. These were not mere patches of land, but meticulously crafted landscapes, designed to complement the grandeur of the structures they surrounded. Imagine lush greenery spilling over terraces, exotic flowers blooming in symmetrical patterns, and winding pathways lined with statues or fountains. The air would have been filled with the sweet scent of blossoms, while sunlight filtered through the towering glass walls, creating a serene sanctuary for both plants and people. Yet today, these gardens bear little resemblance to their former selves. Time has worked its relentless magic, allowing nature to reclaim what was once tamed. Ivy crawls up crumbling stone walls, choking out remnants of flower beds. Trees grow unchecked, their roots splitting walkways into jagged fragments. Ponds, once reflecting the beauty of the sky above, are now murky pools covered in algae, hiding who knows what beneath their surfaces. What was once a masterpiece of horticulture is now a wild tangle of untamed growth, whispering tales of neglect and abandonment. This transformation from order to chaos evokes a profound sense of loss, a reminder of how fleeting human endeavors can be when left unattended. But there's also something strangely captivating about this decay. In its current state, the garden becomes a living museum, preserving echoes of its past glory amidst the encroaching wilderness. Each fallen statue, each rusted trellis, tells a story of days gone by, inviting us to imagine the hands that once tended to them, the laughter that may have echoed here, and the dreams that inspired their creation. Even more intriguing is the idea that these forgotten gardens might still hold secrets within their tangled embrace. Hidden beneath layers of soil could lie artifacts or relics, clues to the lives of those who once called this place home. Perhaps an old map lies buried, waiting to reveal the layout of a hidden greenhouse or a secret garden path long since obscured by time. Or maybe, just maybe, the spirits of those who walked here before linger among the shadows, guarding their memories against the passage of years. Such contrasts between past beauty and present ruin serve as powerful reminders of impermanence and the cyclical nature of existence. As we explore these overgrown sanctuaries, we're reminded not only of what was lost, but also of the resilience of nature itself. And so, the Forgotten Garden becomes more than just a backdrop. It is a character in its own right, rich with mystery and potential discovery. Guardians of the conservatory, as we wander deeper into the mysteries of these abandoned sanctuaries, let us now consider the tales that whisper of otherworldly presences lingering within their glass walls. For centuries, humans have believed in spirits, guardians, and haunts alike, that linger in places steeped in history and emotion. These conservatories, with their intricate designs and once vibrant lives, seem especially suited to such legends. They are not merely structures, they are vessels of memories, holding echoes of laughter, love, and sometimes tragedy. Across cultures, stories abound of supernatural entities tied to abandoned spaces. In many traditions, it is said that buildings carry the essence of those who built or inhabited them. A conservatory where nature was cultivated alongside human dreams might well harbor energies both benevolent and malevolent. Some believe these spirits act as protectors, watching over what remains of the past. Others speak of restless souls unable or unwilling to leave, bound by unresolved desires or unspoken secrets. Take, for instance, the tale of an old English estate whose conservatory stands shrouded in misty legend. Locals recount sightings of a woman dressed in white, pacing silently among the shattered panes of glass. She is said to be the former owner, who perished under mysterious circumstances while tending her beloved plants. Her presence, though haunting, is thought to guard the ruins from further decay, as if she still cherishes the place she once called home. In Native American folklore, there exists the concept of place spirits, beings tied to specific locations through deep emotional connections. If one were to adapt this belief to our context, could the spirit of a conservatory be the collective memory of all who nurtured its soil and admired its beauty? Such ideas invite us to see beyond the physical remnants and into the intangible realm of possibility. Yet not all guardians are kind. There are darker whispers too, of shadows moving when no wind stirs, cold spots where warmth should linger, and footsteps echoing long after visitors have departed. One account tells of a French chateau's conservatory, abandoned after a fire claimed several lives during its construction. Those brave enough to enter claim to feel an oppressive weight pressing down upon them, accompanied by fleeting visions of figures cloaked in shadow. These stories remind us that abandonment does not mean emptiness. Instead, these places may teem with unseen life, each entity contributing to the rich tapestry of mystery surrounding them. Whether protector or phantom, these spectral inhabitants add another layer of intrigue to the already enchanting world of forgotten conservatories. And as we ponder their existence, we find ourselves drawn closer to understanding the delicate balance between the tangible and the ethereal. The missing owner investigate the disappearance of owners or caretakers linked to certain conservatories, creating suspense as you present evidence like old letters, newspaper clippings, or diary entries hinting at foul play or tragic endings. Let us now turn our attention to another chilling aspect of these abandoned conservatories, the mysterious vanishings that haunt their histories. Among the shadows and overgrown vines, tales of missing individuals linger, leaving behind unanswered questions and cryptic clues. Owners and caretakers, once devoted to maintaining these glass sanctuaries, have seemingly disappeared without a trace, their stories etched into the very walls they once tended. Take the case of Mr. Edward Whitmore, the meticulous owner of a sprawling Victorian conservatory in rural Scotland. Known for his passion for rare orchids, Whitmore kept detailed diaries chronicling each bloom and harvest. Yet one fateful morning in 1887, he was nowhere to be found. His tools lay scattered near an upturned pot, and the final entry in his journal ended abruptly with the words, "Something is not right here." Despite extensive searches by family and authorities, no trace of Whitmore ever emerged. Some speculate foul play, pointing to rival collectors who sought his prized specimens. Others believe the answer lies deeper, perhaps tied to supernatural forces that guard the secrets of the conservatory itself. Another haunting tale comes from a small Italian villa where Anna Rossi, the head gardener, vanished during a fierce storm. Left behind were fragments of her scarf caught on thorny bushes and a hastily scribbled note addressed to her sister. "I fear I may never leave this place." Local lore suggests she stumbled upon something or someone she wasn't meant to see within the conservatory's hidden alcoves. To this day, visitors claim to hear faint cries echoing through the ruins when storms roll in. Such accounts are not isolated incidents, but part of a broader pattern of disappearances associated with abandoned conservatories around the world. From America's deep south to forgotten estates in Eastern Europe, each story adds another layer to the mystery. Letters exchanged between worried relatives, cryptic newspaper articles, and personal belongings left behind paint a picture of lives interrupted under eerie circumstances. What binds these cases together? Is it coincidence, or does some unseen force weave its influence through these fragile yet enduring structures? As we delve further into these enigmas, we begin to realize how much remains unknown about the places we thought were merely relics of the past. Each missing person leaves behind not just unanswered questions, but also a lingering sense of unease, a reminder that some mysteries refuse to reveal themselves easily. Moving beyond the haunting tales of missing individuals, let us now explore the hidden depths concealed within these abandoned conservatories, spaces that hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. Beyond their crumbling glass walls and tangled undergrowth lie unexpected discoveries, hidden rooms, secret passageways, and cryptic symbols etched into the very fabric of the structures themselves. These elements suggest that there is far more to these places than meets the eye. Consider the discovery made in an ancient conservatory nestled deep within the English countryside. Beneath its dilapidated floorboards, explorers stumbled upon a narrow staircase leading down to a subterranean chamber filled with artifacts dating back centuries. Among them were strange diagrams depicting celestial alignments and intricate carvings resembling alchemical symbols. Historians speculate that this conservatory may have served as more than just a horticultural haven. It could have been a sanctuary for secret societies practicing forbidden knowledge during turbulent times. In another instance, a team of urban explorers investigating a derelict estate in Eastern Europe uncovered a series of tunnels originating from beneath the conservatory's foundation. These tunnels branched out like roots, connecting to various parts of the estate grounds. Some believe they were escape routes designed during periods of conflict, while others propose darker possibilities, that these passages led to places where clandestine rituals took place, perhaps even involving human sacrifice. Cryptic symbols also play a significant role in unraveling the mysteries of these structures. In one case, a faded mural discovered on the interior wall of a conservatory depicted what appeared to be a map marked with X's and circles. Scholars studying the artwork suggest it might represent directions to buried treasure or serve as a warning against trespassers seeking entrance into restricted areas. Yet no definitive answer has emerged, leaving room for endless conjecture. As we examine these findings, it becomes clear that abandoned conservatories are not merely relics of bygone eras, but repositories of untold stories and enigmatic truths. Each hidden room, every passageway, and all those mysterious symbols offer tantalizing glimpses into the lives, and sometimes death, of those who once inhabited these spaces. What secrets do they guard, and why were such measures taken to conceal them? These questions linger, inviting us to delve deeper into the labyrinthine mysteries of these forgotten sanctuaries. The cursed artifact. This is where the stories of abandoned conservatories take a darker, more supernatural turn. Among the relics and remnants left behind in these decaying glass houses, there are objects said to carry with them an ominous energy, bringing misfortune or inexplicable phenomena to those who dare interact with them. One such tale comes from a forgotten conservatory deep in the forests of eastern Germany, where explorers stumbled upon a life-sized marble statue of an unknown woman. Her serene expression seemed innocent enough at first glance, but locals whispered of her origins as a cursed guardian. According to folklore, anyone who removed the statue from its original position within the conservatory would suffer unrelenting bad luck, or worse. In another case, a tarnished antique mirror discovered in the ruins of a Scottish estate became infamous among urban explorers for its strange effects. Witnesses reported seeing fleeting images moving behind their reflections when standing before it, even though no one else was present. Some claimed they heard faint whispers emanating from the glass itself, while others described feelings of intense unease that lingered long after leaving the site. Local legends tied the mirror to a tragic love story involving betrayal and murder, suggesting the reflective surface might serve as a portal for restless spirits seeking resolution or revenge. Plants too have been implicated in these eerie tales. A rare species of carnivorous plant found growing wildly in the greenhouse section of an abandoned conservatory in Italy sparked both fascination and fear. While botanists marveled at its unique properties, villagers nearby shunned the area entirely, believing the plant thrived on human essence absorbed through soil tainted by ancient blood rituals. They spoke of disappearances linked to the vicinity, attributing them to the plant's alleged curse rather than coincidence. These accounts highlight how local folklore weaves intricate narratives around ordinary objects, imbuing them with powers beyond comprehension. Whether rooted in superstition or based on kernels of truth, the existence of these cursed artifacts adds yet another layer of mystery to the already enigmatic world of abandoned conservatories. As researchers continue to investigate, the question remains, are these tales mere flights of imagination, or do they hint at something far more sinister lurking within the shadows of history? Nature's revenge. This is the darker side of abandonment, where the once tended gardens and glass-walled sanctuaries become battlegrounds for nature's reclaiming forces. Over time, these conservatories, once symbols of human ingenuity and beauty, crumble under the weight of neglect, giving way to an untamed wilderness that seems almost deliberate in its conquest. Vines twist around rusted frames, their tendrils prying apart what hands once carefully constructed. Trees rise defiantly through shattered floors, their roots cracking foundations, as if to remind us who truly owns this land. Consider the case of a sprawling conservatory nestled in the English countryside, abandoned decades ago after financial ruin struck its owners. Today, it stands not as a relic of elegance, but as a testament to nature's resilience. The glass walls are fractured, allowing sunlight to filter through in jagged patterns that dance upon moss-covered stones. Ferns spill over ledges like cascading waterfalls, while wildflowers bloom defiantly where flower beds once thrived under meticulous care. It's easy to see this transformation as poetic justice, a quiet rebellion against those who forgot their duty to nurture life. But beyond the aesthetics lies a deeper message about environmental retribution. In some stories, the encroachment of nature isn't just passive, it's active, almost vengeful. There are whispers from rural communities of places cursed by abandonment, where anyone daring to disturb the reclaimed lands suffers dire consequences. One such tale tells of a group of adventurers who ventured into a long-forgotten greenhouse in Belgium, only to find themselves surrounded by dense thickets that seemed to grow faster than they could cut them down. Their attempts to restore order were met with relentless resistance, as though the forest itself conspired against them. These cautionary tales serve as reminders of our responsibilities toward the natural world. When we turn away from spaces designed to coexist harmoniously with plants and wildlife, we invite chaos to take root. Yet there's also beauty in this process, a strange kind of balance restored when humanity steps back and lets the earth heal itself. As we explore these abandoned conservatories, perhaps we should view them not merely as ruins, but as living monuments to the power of nature, and a call to action for future stewardship. For every vine that climbs, every tree that grows, there's a lesson waiting to be learned about respect and reciprocity with the environment. Visions of the past imagine stepping into an abandoned conservatory, where the air feels thick with history, and every shadow seems to carry a whisper from another time. Some visitors report experiencing something far more profound than mere curiosity or nostalgia. They claim to witness vivid visions or flashbacks tied to the space's forgotten past. These accounts often describe moments that feel intensely real, as if the walls themselves hold memories waiting to be unlocked by those who dare enter. Take the story of Emily Carter, a local historian exploring a dilapidated greenhouse in Scotland. She recounted seeing figures moving among the overgrown vines, their forms translucent yet unmistakably human. They appeared to tend to plants that had long since succumbed to decay, performing tasks that once filled these halls with purpose. For Emily, it was less about fear and more about connection, a sense that she was witnessing echoes of lives lived decades before her own. Psychologists offer several explanations for such phenomena. One theory suggests that sensory deprivation, combined with heightened anticipation, can trigger hallucinations or distorted perceptions. In spaces like abandoned conservatories, where silence reigns and visual stimuli are minimal, the mind may fill gaps with imagined scenes drawn from personal experiences or collective cultural knowledge. Another perspective ties these visions to residual energy, the idea that emotions or events leave imprints on environments, which sensitive individuals might pick up on subconsciously. Yet there's also speculation about quantum entanglement, proposing that certain locations act as conduits for lingering psychic impressions. While scientific validation remains elusive, many enthusiasts believe these places serve as bridges between past and present, offering glimpses into what once was. Whether rooted in psychology, metaphysics, or pure imagination, one thing is clear: these experiences add layers of intrigue to already mysterious settings. As we delve deeper into these stories, they remind us how deeply intertwined we are with the spaces we create, and how even after abandonment, those connections endure, whispering secrets across time. Perhaps next time you find yourself standing amidst ruins cloaked in green, you'll pause to wonder if the silence holds more than meets the ear. Modern explorer's dilemma. While the allure of abandoned conservatories draws many adventurers, it also brings forth a complex web of challenges and responsibilities. Urban explorers often find themselves torn between their desire to uncover hidden mysteries and the ethical obligation to preserve these fragile relics of history. For every step taken inside an overgrown greenhouse or crumbling glass structure, there's a delicate balance to maintain, one that respects both the site's integrity and the explorer's safety. On one hand, modern explorers are driven by curiosity, seeking to document forgotten corners of the world before nature reclaims them entirely. Their photographs and stories bring light to places otherwise lost to time, sparking interest in preservation efforts or historical restoration. However, this pursuit isn't without risk. Abandoned buildings can be structurally unstable, with weakened floors, shattered glass, and decaying materials posing serious hazards. In some cases, explorers have faced injuries or worse due to underestimating the dangers lurking within these derelict spaces. Beyond physical risks lies another layer of complexity: ethics. Many of these sites carry cultural significance, serving as remnants of past lives and communities. Trespassing onto private property or disturbing artifacts raises questions about respect for ownership and heritage. Some enthusiasts argue that sharing images online encourages vandalism or unwanted attention, potentially accelerating decay rather than preserving it. Others counter that documenting such locations is crucial for raising awareness and advocating for conservation. Take, for example, the story of Alex Thompson, an urban explorer from England who has ventured into dozens of abandoned conservatories across Europe. He emphasizes the importance of leaving no trace behind, ensuring his visits leave the environment untouched. Yet he acknowledges the tension between thrill-seeking and reverence. "You're stepping into someone else's history," Alex explains. "It's not just about getting cool photos. It's about understanding why these places matter." To navigate this dilemma effectively, responsible exploration requires careful planning and adherence to principles like gaining permission, when possible, prioritizing safety, and minimizing impact. By doing so, modern explorers can bridge the gap between adventure and stewardship, honoring the legacy of these mysterious structures while keeping their own journeys safe and meaningful. As we reflect on their role, perhaps the true challenge lies not in finding secrets hidden within the walls, but in deciding how best to safeguard those secrets for future generations. In summary, the mysteries of abandoned conservatories weave together a tapestry of history, nature, and the supernatural, leaving us with more questions than answers. From their origins as grand architectural marvels to their current state of eerie decay, These structures hold secrets that span centuries. We've uncovered whispers of unexplained noises echoing through empty halls, once lush gardens now reclaimed by wilderness, and tales of spirits guarding what remains. Each story adds another layer to the enigma surrounding these forgotten places. The disappearance of those who once tended these spaces only deepens the intrigue. Hidden rooms, cryptic symbols, and cursed artifacts found within suggest there's much we may never fully understand about why they were left behind or what purpose they served beyond their visible beauty. Nature itself seems to play a part in this mystery, reclaiming these spaces as its own, almost as if exacting revenge for humanity's neglect. For those drawn to explore these haunting ruins, the challenge lies not just in uncovering their secrets, but in respecting the fragile legacy they represent. As modern adventurers tread carefully through glass and stone, they carry forward the torch of curiosity while balancing responsibility toward preservation. Yet, despite all we've explored, countless stories remain untold, hidden beneath layers of moss and time. What other secrets lie buried within the walls of these silent sentinels? The world is vast, and so too are its mysteries. If you enjoyed delving into the dark allure of abandoned conservatories, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more spine-tingling tales waiting to unfold. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think might still be hiding in the shadows?